know the benefits of keeping your household budget in check, but lots of businesses could also do with a financial spring clean. Rob's taken his mop and duster to Yate.
And you know, Adrian, it's strange, but I somehow can't find my duster anywhere. It's just like being at home. But if you do any spring cleaning at home, the best you're going to find is maybe a few quid stuck down the back of a settee. But when a firm does its financial spring cleaning, they can find thousands of pounds lying around. Well, not literally, but if they look very closely at some of their costs, as we've been finding out, they can make some very big savings. It's a typical office scene. Everyone with their heads buried in a computer screen. But in the drive to drum up business and meet deadlines, staff could be missing one saving that's right under their noses. By cutting back on simple things like stationery and computer supplies, companies can save a fortune. The Jelf Group provides advice on insurance, healthcare and pensions. It can save its clients thousands of pounds. But ironically, it's cut thousands of pounds from its own overheads by bringing in another team of consultants. It was advised to go back to its stationery suppliers and renegotiate prices. As a result, the firm instantly saved £8,000. A similar conversation with its bank led to a £3,000 reduction in their charges. A firm like this would have to generate more than £100,000 in sales to get that kind of profit. ERA, the company that carried out the financial spring clean, says many firms are missing out on a fortune by not looking at some of their most obvious costs, and that's money that goes straight into the profit margin.
Oh yes, it has, yeah.
OK, let's find out a bit more about how this works. We've got Phil here from the Jelf Group, and we've also got Les from ERA, the company that does this spring cleaning. Now, first of all, Phil, I mentioned there that you looked at your stationery in your bank, but how did you actually do it? You know, how did you go about it?
Well, we live in a competitive world. The Jelf Group provides commercial insurance, employee benefits and healthcare advice to businesses throughout the UK. What attracted us to ERA was very much that they adopt a similar approach to ourselves. They came into our business, they analysed our supply chain, they gathered information, and on the back of that information, they were enabled us to contrast best practice with our existing arrangements.
Best practice, you mean best prices, don't you?
Well, yes, I guess so. What was really important to us, though, is that we maintained relationships with our existing suppliers. We believe in long-term partnerships, and ERA enabled us to do that whilst delivering better value.
So you didn't actually throw your suppliers out and get new ones, you kept the same ones?
Very much so, very much so. It was about being more competitive and more well-equipped, better information in our discussions with our existing suppliers.
OK, Les, it strikes me, and I've got to say, this is the kind of supermarket school of management, isn't it? It's screw your suppliers, basically.
No, not at all. It's all about working with your suppliers. At ERA, we were able to know what is the best price around the countryside. And we can then advise people like Jelf, because our expertise is in dedicating our time and resources to looking at overheads. Their expertise is in looking after their customers and developing their business.
So what else have you done when you've been to other companies? How have you saved them money?
Well, we look at all sorts of overhead expenditure. Well, there's actually about 100 different categories that we've looked at. But in the main, the particular ones are courier costs, communication costs, packaging, and the current modern one at the moment is waste disposal, which is important. And all these are overheads, and we will want to tell people how by challenging these overhead costs, they can put more money into their business and to help them to develop and grow their businesses.
So you're saying you're a national company and you know basically what the lowest price is around the country?
That's right. And we encourage our suppliers to be aware of those competitive prices so they can join on the benefits of supplying good companies like Jelf and lots of other ones that we've done around the countryside.
Now, Phil, how do you keep good relations with your suppliers when you go to them and say, I want to cut your bill by thousands of pounds?
Well, they want to be a part of a growing concern, a growing company, and we've been growing very rapidly. So they know if they remain with us in long-term partnership, they're going to be the ultimate winner, even if each unit of cost we spend is slightly less of a margin for them.
OK, Phil, Les, thanks very much. Well, that's it for now. I'm off to see if I can find me feather duster and do a bit of spring cleaning. Back to you.